Hello all, and welcome to the next video, which is also the next Tales from the Mailbag. Yes, I finally found a name for this series. Um, I went back and edited the previous Mailbag videos to reflect that. I am going to combine Mailbag with something else, and that's going to be like things I find in traveling. But Tales from the Mailbag, it's comic book reference, Tales from the Crypt, if you will. Yes, I know it's a TV show. I always think of the old comic book. But or Demon Knight, that Billy Zane movie. Oh hell. Anyway, this is all we got. Which is why I'm not always going to get a lot of mailboxes. Just kind of ones that straggle in here and there. I'm going to combine it with another kind of thing and hope that it kind of builds up. But yeah, this is all we got for this. Technically from the mail. There's a couple of other items that I ordered that came in, but those are in like really big boxes, so I opened them up, took them out, and I'll show them here in a minute. But as far as like small things that I can kind of fit into the camera here, it's these. In both of these are Build-A-Figure pieces. This one has what I would basically say is the most recent Build-A-Figure when you think about it. This one has an entire Build-A-Figure in it. So this is a whole figure, the white box. So we'll look at that. Both of them are actually a part of the same team. That might be a hint for you. Yeah, we'll look at these last. If you notice, I'm actually getting better about tearing the names. I was able to tear off half of the label so you can't see. The label's still on the little box. It's on the bottom. That's why I have it upside down. But we'll get these out of the way. The other part of this I wanted to kind of combine with it is my traveling stuff. I do a lot of I don't do a lot of traveling. I try to. When I'm off work, I do, especially to other towns around me. But this past week, I had the chance to go to Lubbock, Texas. And I know Lubbock's not the biggest of cities or anything like that, but it has like 4 or 5 Walmarts and like 2 or 3 Targets, and a bunch of GameStops. So that's where I went. They also used to have a couple of comic book stores, one of which closed a long time ago, and the other one, when I went there, was empty. So that sucks. But so basically, I just had to hit the mainstream stores because those are closed now. And so I just want to kind of show some of my things I pick up when I go to a bigger city or something like that, and combine it with the mailbag, basically, kind of flesh it out. But we found a lot. I found a lot. There was a lot of stuff. And yeah, we'll just start off. The first store we hit up was a Target. And at that Target, I found a Dark Star. I actually found 3 figures at that Target. 2 of which you won't see an unboxing of because I've already opened them and taken the Build-A-Figure piece out and sold them. Pretty much. But yeah, we got Dark Star. She's part of this Iron Man set. And the Build-A-Figure is Ursa Major. So if you can't tell who we're building Ursa Major. And Dark Star goes with that because we're rounding out a Winter Guard team. Or if you want to get real crazy with it, the Soviet Super Soldiers. But yes, Dark Star, you need her for Winter Guard. You need Ursa Major. You get both here. So there's the full line. At Target, I saw all of these except for Ultron. Ultron was the only one I did not see. So that was kind of disappointing. Now here's the thing with that. My friend Cranky, on the same day, this is great because I was telling him I'm hitting up all these stores, and he lives in Florida, so he was like, I'm going to go hit up a couple of my stores, and he found Ultron. So I do have Ultron, I just got to wait for him to send it to me. But, that being said, I picked up Dark Star, I picked up Stealth Iron Man, and I picked up Hologram Iron Man. Stealth Iron Man and Hologram Iron Man, you're not going to see unboxing of those because, like I said, I already opened them up and I already took out the Build-A-Figure pieces. So, yeah, Hologram Iron Man came with the Ursa Major head, and Stealth Iron Man came with the left leg. So, already have those pieces now. I'm going to put them in a bag, We're already almost close to completing Ursa Major, and you'll see why when I open up one of the mailbag boxes. There's more pieces in there. But Stealth Iron Man and Hologram Iron Man, I already sold. I opened them up. I just slid the plastic out a little bit, enough to get the Build-A-Figure pieces out. Slid them right back in. I called up a couple of friends. They wanted them, and they're gone. I already shipped them out. Pretty plain and simple. So, yeah, basically I was able to get Ursa Major's head and his leg damn near free because they were $19.99 plus tax. And then I sold the figures for $15 plus shipping, and they paid shipping. So, I mean, I guess you could say I paid $5 each for the head and the leg, but still, when you're doing a Build-A-Figure, I think that's a great deal. So yeah, we have a head, we have a leg, and then once we unbox Darkstar, we will have a torso. And then once we get to the other box, we'll have more pieces. But found Darkstar at Target. My next pickup from Target was a NECA Frankenstein. This is the color variant. I like it. I know there are some people who are kind of they're going to go with the black and white, and I can totally appreciate that. I collected some of the Universal Monsters a long time ago from the Sideshow 1/12 dolls, and I had the colorized version of those. The reason I'm going colorized with the NECAs is because, if I'm not mistaken, they already said on Twitter or Instagram, one of the two, that not everybody will get a black and white variant, but everybody will get a color variant. I think that's how that was worded. So to be safe, I bit the bullet and said I'll just get the color variants. So my NECA Universal Monsters will be the colorized versions. Yeah, so there we go. I saw him at Target. I think this guy is supposed to be exclusive to Target in-store wise for a little bit. Or he was initially. But I've seen him at Walmart as well. I saw him at one of the Walmarts in Lubbock. I remember seeing him. So, it is what it is. I think that's what it was, right? This was actually a Walmart exclusive for a second. Like, it came out at Walmart a couple months ago, and then it went to other stores. But I found this one at Target. There's actually quite a few of them. I just picked this one up. So, yeah. We got a Frankenstein. I love the Universal Monsters. Wolfman's my favorite, but I'm not gonna get them all. Like I probably won't get Bride of Frankenstein. If they make like the Mole Man, I'll skip that. Like so it just kind of is what it is. At one of the WalMarts, just had to stretch here. So those were Target finds. I found those at Target. Darkstar, Hologram Iron Man, and Stealth Iron Man, which I already sold. And then Frankenstein. So I bought those 4 figures at Target. Went to Walmart. The very first Walmart we went to, found 2 great finds. Got me a Sid Justice, a SummerSlam Elite Sid Justice. This is Series 86. Right there. But it's a SummerSlam wave. This is from when he refereed. He was the special ref. Who's he? It was a Hogan match, right? I can't remember who Hogan was wrestling, but I think I'm pretty sure Sid was the ref for the Hogan match on that card. This is Sid Justice. I don't have Psycho Sid. I've kind of been trying to find one for a good price, like loose or in box, either way. But I did want a Sid Justice when I saw this. I think it's great. It looks like it's got a great head sculpt in there. This wave is pretty decent. You're getting a Fiend, just kind of an updated Fiend. Triple H is the variant, so you can get them in purple tights or red tights. We got The Miz, we got Carmella, we got Seth Rollins, and we got Sid. I saw a lot of the Seth Rollins at different Walmarts in Lubbock. He's wearing the purple Rey Mysterio inspired gear, which I thought was pretty cool, but it's not something I'm going to go out of my way to buy. I saw a lot of The Miz. I saw a couple Triple H, a couple of Bray Wyatt. I saw no Carmella, and then just like a couple of Sid. So Carmella was actually the one I could not find at all. I wouldn't have bought it anyway, but still, like, it was interesting that, like, just couldn't find hers at all. But we got Sid. This is kind of the only one I really wanted out of this set. I'm gonna get the Target exclusive Triple H. I don't want this one. I want the DX Army one. And I like the black and green attire underneath that. So yeah, we got Sid at Walmart, and happy I found this. I was really wanting it. And then, uh, full disclosure, this was outright and absolutely my favorite find of my trip. So let me. I apologize. I was trying to move something out of the way so I could put it up here. So this is a Walmart exclusive. I did not know this even existed until maybe a week and a half ago. I remember actually texting one of my friends like holy shit, this exists. But that first Walmart I went to where I found the Sid, I found the new Walmart exclusive Turbo Man. Oh, it's glorious. Look at that. I don't know, like my camera's not gonna get it. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, he's gonna have to sit there for a moment like this while I talk. I love Jingle All the Way. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies as a kid. It's not my favorite anymore, but when I was a kid, I loved that movie. I had the original Turbo Man toy. This is basically a re-release of an older toy. I can't remember the year. Is the year on here? Did like put the year on it just to kind of be cool if they did. I'm gonna guess they didn't. Yeah, it looks like they didn't. But I was a big fan of it, and funny enough, when I was a kid, I didn't know that like Turbo Man toys existed. And not like I knew Turbo Man was just part of the movie; it wasn't a real thing. Now, mind you, I'm like 4 or 5 at the time, I think. But I didn't know actual toys existed. So, not knowing that, I just bugged my family when I was little, like, I want a Turbo Man. Not even knowing that, oh, it actually exists. And they found one, and I don't know how accurate this is, but if somebody knows, tell me. I think the original Turbo Man was Toys R Us. I think it was like a Toys R Us deal. But either way, they found one. And I remember I got it for Christmas. I got a Turbo Man when I was like 4 or 5 for Christmas. That same Christmas, I got I think it's like a 16-inch RoboCop, and the chest came off and all these other pieces, because I loved RoboCop as a kid. Funny enough, I rebought that RoboCop about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's still in the box. I haven't taken it out. I took it out just to make sure all the pieces were there, and then I put it back in the box and put it in storage. So yeah, like they brought back Turbo Man. I'm gonna dig that RoboCop out now that I think about it. Do like maybe unbox it. I don't know. They brought back Turbo Man, and it's the same toy if you actually look at it. I don't know if all the parts are the same or if they updated any of the mechanics, but it looks the exact same as the original toy. Like, it doesn't look like Arnold from the movie. It's meant to be this kind of generic toy. The box looks the same. The only difference is that it's got the Funko logo up there, because Funko did this, which is my one worry about it. I think I've mentioned this before. I like Funko Pops. I hate the action figures Funko makes. They just feel cheap and like knockoff-ish. I hope this does not turn out the same way. God, I hope not. But yeah, funny enough, I was walking. I went to the video game section first because that's where all the NECAs and stuff were. And there was a guy carrying one, And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, where is that? And he's like, oh, back at the toys. And I went and there was two of them. He had one and there were two left. So that means they had three in stock. I just grabbed this one because it looked like it had a little bit better paint deco and app on it. And I picked this one up. So, yeah. I guess I could have picked the other one up and maybe gotten rid of it. I don't know. But this is great. I love this. But yeah, it looks like it's the same toy. Hopefully it's just all the same thing. They just re-released it. That's, I think, the best I can hope for with this. Worst case scenario, Funko just made a cheap plastic knockoff feeling toy again. Like they did when I opened up... oh, y'all didn't see that. That was before I was making videos. I bought a Power Armor from Fallout action figure. It was one of the Funko ones. And like his arm snapped and his leg never went back in the peg when I opened it. It was horrible. Out of the box. And that's happened to me with a couple of other Funko things I've bought. Their action figures suck. And I hope this is not the same case. I hope this is just the same toy re-released. It's weighty. It feels like it is. So yeah. Anyways, Walmart exclusive. I found that in Lubbock. So happy to get to it. It's funny because I went with my sister, and she was sitting there like, I've never seen you this excited for one thing. Like, that's how excited I was for this Turbo Man to see it. It was great. I'm going to try to dig out the old Turbo Man and see if I can make a comparison. I don't know where he's at, though. I have him. I just don't know where he's at. He's missing all the accessories. It's just the base doll. But maybe I can find it and do a comparison. I just don't know where he's at. I'm going to have to look. If I can't find him, apologies ahead of time. And he's all messed up from when I played with him. But, yeah. So, last couple of things before we finally open up our mailboxes. I did have a couple things come in the mail, but like I said, they were in bigger boxes, so I went ahead and I opened them. First off, they're both from Target, ironically. Oh, well, actually, I should just say that's pretty much it for the things I found in Lubbock at the stores. That first Target was awesome. That first Walmart we went to was awesome. After that, I didn't find anything anywhere. It was really rough. But yeah, in the mail, got Baroness. One of my friends let me know that she was back in stock. Ordered her. G.I. Joe Classified series is something I've had mixed opinions on. It's not something that I have been kind of going out of my way to get, per se, because I don't need all the characters. But I finally did look at a list of characters that, like, if they make them, I will get them. Beyond that, I'm not getting everybody in this series. I'm kind of done with it. But if they make those characters, I will get them. And I knew they had already made Baroness. I just couldn't find her because she was Target exclusive. I wasn't near a Target, and she was sold out online. As soon as she went back up, blam, got her. In the same vein, one that I did want that I could never find, Firefly went back up on Target's website. Ordered him. Like the very next day, I ordered Baroness, and then like a day or two later, Firefly went back in stock. Ordered him, blam. So now we got Firefly. I wanted him. I did really want him. And Baroness, to be fair. So yeah. The only one that's been released right now that I want that I can't find is Major Blood. If anybody has any details on where I can get a Major Blood, let me know, because those Targets we went to in Lubbock, none of them had him. The only figure I even saw of G.I. Joe Classified was a Lady J, and that wasn't one I was willing to get. A lot of the... I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, we got Firefly. I do want Breaker. I am going to get Breaker. And then after that, we'll see who else they make. But we got Firefly and Baroness from Target's website, so cool. Alright, back to... the mailboxes. So, we'll open up the small one first, because I know what's in here. I know it's in both of them, but we'll do this one first. Yeah, it was a fun trip. Don't get me wrong. It was like a great first part of the day when we went to that first Target and that first Walmart, and then it just increasingly went downhill. I was able to pick up some smaller things that I'll get to at the end of this video, and I'm going to run an idea across the minds of the like 15 people who watch these videos. But yeah. Did I open this wrong? I did. Damn it. I opened the bottom like how I was holding it instead of... Because the top is the other side because I'm hiding the shipping label. Oops. Okay, other side. Okay. When we were at Target, both Targets we went to, I think we went to two. I said three, didn't I? I think we only went to two though. But the Targets we went to, both of them had stacks upon stacks of the Keldor and Cronus figure 2-packs. The Motu Origins 2-pack, that's Target exclusive. I saw like over 10 of them at each Target. It was insanity. If anybody wants one of those, go to Lubbock, Texas. Right here, out of the box, as you can see, you can probably already tell who we got here. Ursa Major pieces. So we got the other leg, which I believe this one came with Ironheart. I'm pretty sure this leg came with Ironheart. And then we got the arm, his other arm. Because I'm pretty sure Ultron is going to have the other arm that I was telling you my buddy was sending to me. He's going to have the other arm. This one comes with, oh God, what is his name? I saw him at Target too. Vault Guardsman or whatever? Vault Guardian, something like that. He's like a green Iron Man. Again, not something I wanted, so, but I got a connection, not a connection, I shouldn't say that, sounds weird. I know a guy he's doing what I'm doing. Like if he really needs to build a figure piece, he'll buy the figure, take out the piece, and then sell the figure. He was kind of doing the opposite here. He didn't really care about Ursa Major, so I asked him, I was like, hey man, like $5 for the piece. He was like, sure, and he sent me these. He sent me both of them. So I paid $10 for both, 5 each. Blam, like easy. We're going to put together Ursa Major. So that's how that works. So far, if you're keeping count, we got both legs, an arm, a head, and then in the Dark Star package, we have the torso. So all we're missing is that Ultron with the other arm. So yeah, Ursa Major's almost done. I'll put these in one of those bags and wait for that Ultron to get here, and we'll put them together. Excited. I don't know if I mentioned in this video already. I'm already losing track. Like, I keep looking at the Turbo Man box, and I keep losing my train of thought. That's how excited I am for that. But we're going to take a look at this one. But I don't know if in this video I already mentioned that I have a classic Red Guardian coming in. Because of Dark Star, Ursa Major, we got classic Red Guardian coming in, which was not easy to find. That dude is difficult to find. He's from an older set, and it was just so hard to find. But this box has, because that's 3. We're going to get Ursa Major. We got Dark Star. Red Guardian's on the way. We're missing 1 member of Winter Guard. We are missing... Oh, I don't like how this is packed. Well, that's the way to kill the mood. So... they were just stuffed in there, not really individually wrapped or anything. Not a fan of how that was packed. If you ever want to send Build-A-Figure pieces, please don't do it this way. If they're loose, I mean, send it assembled if you're going to do this. Not loose like this. But if you can't tell, Crimson Dynamo. So there is our 4th member of Winter Guard. This set is with the Black Widow set that came out last year. Surprisingly, kind of hard to find already. A bunch of the movie version of Red Guardian out there, not a lot of the other ones. Funny enough, I have the Bucky that came with the head, but because like the other pieces were so expensive to individually find, I just bought one whole. Well, he's not whole as you can tell. I just bought them all in bulk, and it was cheaper that way than trying to get them individually. But I'm disappointed with how this. Look at this. It's just like even with that there, like it's not doing anything. Yeah, if you're gonna pack a build a figure like separated, like not assembled, unassembled, individually wrap them. You know, I know that takes a little bit more time, but put each one in like a sandwich baggie or something, or just put them assembled and wrap them in bubble wrap like this. Yeah, so I don't like how this is packed. Just an irk of mine. That's how you get like paint scuffing and stuff, man. So first off, we got a leg. I don't know which leg that is. I think this is I must say the right leg. Does that look like a right leg to y'all? Or is that a left leg? Yo. That's right. It has an R on the inside. Okay. We have a left leg. Left arm. Right arm. Again, we got like that Colossus thing going on there. And then we have a torso. Now with the torso comes his like shoulder pads. Like they clip on, they got a peg. So they're just going to peg into those peg holes. And then we have the head. So there we go. Cool. I'm not going to assemble them right now. I'll do a separate video on Crimson Dynamo, putting them together now that we have them. But yeah, just word of the wise, don't pack. If you're going to send a Build-A-Figure unassembled, a whole one unassembled, individually wrap them or put them together and then send them. Don't just let them all rattle around. I didn't like that. Okay, so we got these. I'll put these in a bag, and then once we get around to that video to film, I will take him out of the bag and we will assemble him together. Now I'm just gonna. There's something I wanted to kind of bring up. We're reaching the end of this video. Went through the mail. I showed y'all what I got in my travel to Lubbock. Baroness fell over. But there's something else I want to do. Is if you might have noticed how I mentioned earlier, I'm calling this Tales from the Mailbag, like Tales from the Crypt. I also found a name for my monthly comic books. We're going to call it Journey into Monthlies, another comic book reference. So at the more like the end/beginning of the next month, I'll be going over the comic book stuff. I know it doesn't have like a lot of views, but the people who did see it, I got some DMs on Instagram of people who like really liked it. So I'm going to keep that going too. But I wanted some ideas on if anybody has any kind of recommendation for doing some stuff with Magic the Gathering. Now, I'm a Magic the Gathering fan, not like I used to be. Every so often I'll jump back into it, just kind of see what's there. I'm not a big fan of the direction Magic is going, I will say that. I think a lot of this like kind of new crossover stuff it's going to be weird. I think some of them can work and some of them won't if the rumors of what they're doing are true. Also, I think the stuff going on with like now again, I haven't experienced it personally, but I'm hearing a lot about what is happening with Amazon distributing Magic product. And those are some horror stories, man. There's some people saying that they're getting open, like resealed packs and stuff. That's so bad. You can't be doing that, man. So even if I do Magic on here, it will not be from Amazon. I'm just going to say that now. But while I was in Lubbock, even though I didn't find a lot of action figures that I wanted at the Walmarts, I did find a lot of like the new Magic cards. These are a crossover set. They are Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's one of the few things that probably can work well with Magic is crossing over with Dungeons and Dragons. It's easy for me to say Dungeons and Dragons. So I got a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. This is just like a handful that I got. No, they were not like this when I bought them. They were in their cardboard wrapped in plastic. I just took them off so I could save room on my desk here. Because if I had all the ones I had in the cardboard with the plastic, it'd be hell. Because those don't stack very well. But all the ones I got here do. So, you know, I was kind of thinking about doing just shorter videos where maybe I tear open a couple of packs, see what's in there. I need to familiarize myself with this set. The last time I did Magic, like full force, like I was going and I was playing games and everything, was Kaladesh. And that's a minute now. I want to say that was back in like, oh man. What is that, like already like maybe 4 years ago? But anyway, I did jump back in a little bit with Kaldheim, which is the recent set. Let's see, there's more. And I liked it. I hadn't played it in a long time. There were a couple of new mechanics I was trying to get used to. I had never done the snow-covered land stuff before. That just never came up in any game I ever played. Granted, I live in a town where it's hard to find people to play with. But yeah, I've always been a collector and a player of Magic. I don't just buy to sell Magic. If I buy cards, I buy them to play with and hold on to. So, you know, I wasn't that big on like, oh, they're crossing over with Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to do this. But kind of seeing it and seeing some of the cards that are in there, I'm kind of like excited for it. And it's weird. I hope it doesn't become a persistent thing. I've heard people say it's going to. Like, yeah, they're going to be crossing over with stuff every year. Somebody told me they crossed over with The Walking Dead. Like a secret layer thing was with The Walking Dead, and I was just like, that sucks. I wouldn't want that. I do know that a while back they did a set called Ikoria, and it had Godzilla variant cards. I actually bought some of those, like, separately, because I'm such a big Godzilla fan. So there's some of them I think can be cool. And then there's other ones I just don't think are cool. Like, something like Dungeons and Dragons, I think can work with Magic the Gathering. But I don't think something like Walking Dead works with Magic the Gathering. Yeah, there's zombies and magic, but not like that. I don't need to see Rick in a cowboy hat or like a sheriff outfit in Magic the Gathering. So I got mixed feelings about the crossover stuff for anybody who may want to know. I think some things can work, some things probably won't. I don't like the business model they're going with Amazon, and a lot of like the wholesale stuff. I think it's gonna, from everybody I'm hearing it from, it sounds like it's pretty detrimental to a lot of the local game stores, and that sucks because we used to have one here. We don't anymore, and one of the reasons, this is actually before COVID. One of the reasons it shut down was because, you know, we're in an area where it's not as popular, and it was tough to sell. And I think that's going to become more prevalent now that it's becoming more wholesale on something like Amazon. Luckily, I think my Walmart does stock pretty regularly with Magic cards. The Pokemon cards are always gone. I've seen people huddle over a box of Pokemon cards waiting for the guy to like stock them. It was like vultures, man. That was wild. But they stock the Magic cards pretty regularly, but my Walmart had not gotten these yet. And I found all the Walmarts we went to in Lubbock all had these already. So yeah, I bought quite a few of them. I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you this: I bought over 20. I won't give you how many over 20, but I bought over 20 of these. I didn't find like a whole box or anything. They didn't sell that. They had a lot of those bundles, but I've never been a big fan of like the bundle thing. Comes with a cool die, I think, like a D20, but not something I got plenty of D20s from the past. Not something I need. But so just single those. I did buy one of the like little bit more expensive 12 card booster set. I've never done that before. I've only ever gotten regular boosters. So we'll see what's in that. But anyways, that's just an idea I'm floating around. Maybe opening a couple of magic cards in a short video, or magic packs. But the big thing is like I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to name that series. I want it to be something magic centric, but I haven't really thought of anything yet. Yeah. One of the first names that popped into my mind was Magic Liberated because I'm such a big Karn fan. Karn Liberated. But Magic is anything but liberated right now, so that makes no damn sense. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Like I said, I'm doing Tales from the Mailbag and Journey into Monthlies. Those are both comic book centric. Maybe something comic book centric for Magic for MTG as well. I don't know. But that's just something that's running through my head. Maybe I'll find one. Maybe somebody will recommend me something. But either way, this is a long video as is. We're fixing to hit 40 minutes here. Apologies if it's too long and you don't want to watch it. But I just wanted to share the mailbag and what I found in my travels and run by the kind of Magic the Gathering stuff I'm thinking about. That's been on my mind. Out of all of this, thing I'm most excited for, without a doubt, is Turbo Man. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That's going to be I'm going to have to like contain myself unboxing that video, man. That's going to be fun. So yeah, thank you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I do want to say it's kind of funny. Like in the last video when I did the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure, I was like, you know, I'm reaching the end of the stuff to unbox in the backlog, and then one trip to Lubbock, and it's like, ha! It's like, there you go, bud. So, you know, it's just one of those things that happens, but it's fun. That's what this is all about, right? If you like it, please comment, subscribe, like the video. I appreciate it, because I do this for fun. I don't expect anything out of it, so I'm kind of just doing it for fun, for friends, all that stuff, and I'm genuinely loving it. Which is why I think expanding is so fun. You know, doing the mailbag, instead of just figures, we did the mailbag. And then instead of just the mailbag, we did the comics. And instead of just comics, now we might be doing MTG. It's fun. I like it. I love it. So thank you for anybody who watches these. It means a lot. Even if it's, you know, 10, 15, 20 people, it doesn't matter. It means a lot that there's somebody out there who's, like, interested in this. So thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.